Hello guys, on today's tutorial we are going to show you how to use random forest in QGIS, that's a semi-automatic classification plugin, to carry out land use land cover analysis. So it's actually a machine learning classification algorithm that is used to interpret satellite or aerial images, right? Good. So it's an ensemble of machine learning algorithms that combine many decision trees to make a single, more reliable prediction. So we have prepared the data, and then we are going to invoke the SCP. So we have the doc here. Now one thing to note is that we also have some training inputs because it was from a previous tutorial, so we are going to load that training input. So we click on open a training input. Good. So we have navigated to the folder where we had it stored, and then we open that up. Now from the training input we can see that we have about 3 classes, right? Now to set the bands, just like the prompt we just saw, we come down here and then we add the bands we have there, select all, click on OK. So since this is landsat 9, it's been selected and then the wavelength has been updated, right? Good. So we have imputed these bands in band 1. So before we proceed, we can just do a very quick RGB composite. You can see that it has been updated, right? Good. So how do we now access the random forest algorithm? That's the machine learning ensemble that we'll use for the classification on today's tutorial. So still on our semi-automatic classification plugin window, we come to settings and then we see processing settings. Now there is a thing to note that for the random forest to work, you need to link it to Snap. That's the Sentinel application platform. Now in order for you to do that, the path is already defined here. So you simply go to your C drive and then you can navigate from the C drive to the program files, from program files to Snap, and then you open the bin folder and then you see the GPT, right? Good. So you click on it and then you click on copy path. When you click on copy path, you can easily come down to any processor and then you paste whatever you have copied, right? Good. So now it is this path that you have copied, you now insert here, which will now be an external link, right? Good. An external program that helps the semi-automatic classification plugin to run the random forest classification, right? So now under band processing, we come to classification, and then you can see that the random forest is selected. So we have different other classification algorithms: maximum likelihood, minimum distance, we have the multi-layer, and then we also have the random forest, which we are going to use on today's demonstration. So the higher the number of trees, the more accurate what the result will be, because according to the brief description we had, it combines many decision trees to make a single, more reliable prediction, right? Good. So but it actually takes quite a good number of computing time when the number of trees are actually too much. Then we have also clicked on calculate classification confidence raster. Now, having selected these algorithms, remember you can always go to the semi-automatic classification plugin window to read more about how these processes work. So we have that of linking the Snap to the semi-automatic classification plugin so that you can be able to run the random forest algorithm, right? Good. So there are a plethora of tutorials on their website that can help you navigate your way through. So we click on run. So we have navigated to a folder called RF, which represents random forest. And then we can just call this land use land cover underscore 2025, and then we click on save. So the process has begun. You can see it here. Good. So we have the result, and then from the result you can see that 1 represents water body, 2 built up area, and 3 vegetation. So one thing you need to do, maybe for your own practice or comparison purpose, you can compare the result you got from the land use land cover classification using any other algorithm and that of the random forest, right? Good. However, you have used the same training input, because on today's demonstration we have used random forest. On the previous demonstration we used maximum likelihood. However, in the both algorithms we use the same training input. So you can also do that and then compare the results. So basically we have shown you how to link the snap external directory, and then how to use the random forest classification algorithm to perform land use land cover analysis or classification. We'll see you on another interesting one. Until then, keep staying safe and have a fantastic time. Bye.